All right, good morning, guys. Quick sound check. Let me know you can hear me. Happy Halloween. I should have brought that mask. I should have wore the mask today on camera. That's my bad. Awesome, awesome. Getting situated here. All right, appreciate that. All right, let's take a look at what we got going for the markets today on Halloween. I should have wore a mask, RJ. I should have. I should have. All right, so what we've got going today, the first thing I want to point out is just the volume coming into today. So we're at 272,000 contracts traded in the S&Ps in the overnight session so far. That is the most we have seen pretty much over the past, at least this week, maybe even last week as well, coming into the day. Now, yesterday worked out pretty much as picture perfect as you could have hoped for after the FOMC. We traded down to that 25 quarter level, pushed one tick through it, rallied up through the 43.50 level to the top side, and closed at new all-time highs. Now, from that new all-time high, I was looking actually for us to gap up a little bit this morning, and then kind of make a run in the morning, and then potentially catch a short in the afternoon for the fade back into the open there. But we're getting a little bit of a gap down situation here this morning. As of right now, we've got S&P down 0.17%, NASDAQ down 0.07%, Russell down 0.29%, and the Dow down 0.18%. So S&Ps and Dow moving pretty much lockstep here. NASDAQ, the quote-unquote strongest, if you will, in the gap down situation here. And Russell here, the weakest in terms of percentage change gap down. Now, we don't really have much in the way of news announcements today. There was some 8:30 CAD news that came out. Really, the only thing we have is Chicago PMI at 9:45. I think it'll be a non-event. And then we have the nat gas storage numbers coming out at 10:30 here. So unless you're trading nat gas and maybe even a little impact in crude there, I don't really see much in terms of that. Now, one thing I am seeing here today that we talked about in the premium video last night is gold and bonds. Gold is up 13 points this morning, and bonds are up 1.4 ticks here. And bonds are holding this 160.19 level here. This is where I thought bonds would trade to. We've actually traded through that level and now holding it, acting as potentially support here, which gives bonds a move up to like 162s. So like another point and a half roughly, give or take there, in the bond market from that level. So we're seeing, bonds up, gold up, markets down a little bit. Like we're really kind of unchanged, if you will, here, for the most part. Another thing to notice from yesterday coming into today is that the Russell was unable to get new highs intraday yesterday, and all of the other markets were able to. So Russell here, if we look at like a 5-minute chart, you can see, we set the morning open here pretty much, or the open and the high right at the open there for a high on the day of 77.40s, and we were really unable to get back up through that level at any point yesterday. So these 64.30s held as support. The 26.954s held as support in the Dow. 25 quarters held in the S&Ps. The 44.50s held in the NASDAQ, and we rallied from support. Now, what I'm going to do today is something a little bit different, and it's something that we just kind of do at new highs, and we've got some conflicting markets here at the moment. But basically, what I'm looking at for today here, I'm cautiously bullish, and the reason I'm cautiously bullish is the bonds and gold and stuff like that we just talked about there. Russell not getting highs, things like that. But I'm also not going to I'm just not going to be trying to short here for no reason, right? We need obviously a good setup for that. And at the same time, I'm obviously not going to be just buying here without a setup. I need something in order to trigger that. So what I'm going to use here today is for the S&Ps and the overall markets kind of as a whole there, I will start looking to the short side, if we can break this 30-3150 to 30-3250 zone here in the S&Ps, if we're able to trade down into that zone and actually crack it here, then I think we've got some room to the downside. And realistically, I think that could open up the door from a swing perspective down here into 29.79s here, which we talked about yesterday. Again, I don't know if that's going to come true yet or not today. We need to kind of prove that out here. Overnight lows for the S&P so far are 30, 33, 50s. So we kind of tagged those lows and then bounced, up here to where we're currently at about 43s. So that's my game plan there for the S&Ps. If we're just kind of trading above that level, we're not really, doing too much of anything there, then I'll just let the market do its thing up over those levels for the S&Ps. As for the NASDAQ here, the NASDAQ is what I'm going to use as kind of my gauge for a bullish side. NASDAQ breaks support at 80, 50, 275s on the day, which we have not gotten like pretty much anywhere close to that, like 30 some points away in the overnight session. So that makes me feel a lot better than just the 1 point in the S&Ps. But the big thing I'm going to watch for today on the NASDAQ in order to get long is we're going to need a break up through 81, 24, 75s. If we can do that, then I think we've got some room to run to the upside in the NASDAQ. We just spiked there a little bit just now. And the two stocks I'm going to be watching this for or with today, if you will, are going to be in Apple. Apple has levels here that I'm going to be trading around, 244.70s and 249.01s, and then also in Facebook here as well. This thing is gapping up about $8 or so this morning here, 193.37s up to 198.50s and change there for the levels. I gave my exact breakdown and analysis on what I'm looking for those two stocks to do and how it is that I'll be looking to play those today in the morning write-up. So that's what I've got for this morning here. I think it'll be a fairly easy kind of, well, I shouldn't say easy, but a fairly simple 1 to 2 trade day here if the trade set up. I scanned a couple of other names. I didn't really see much that I liked. So again, I'm going to be focusing on the S&Ps, the NASDAQ, Facebook, and Apple here this morning. So thank you guys so much. If you're listening for the first time on YouTube, be sure to click that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification so you know when we go live each and every morning. And I'll be back in just a few minutes with everyone in the MLT Discord where I trade live for the first hour to hour and a half each and every day. If you want to join myself, Perry, Rob, Jay, all of the rest of the team in there, there's a link in the description below. Just go ahead and click that link and it'll get you guys all of the details there. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys back in just a few minutes. Have a good trading day.